Welcome. Let's give a big hand for Ryan Proch on tenor sax. He had a burning solo there. So we're going to see a couple of very interesting things. Who can tell me who this guy is? Shout it out. Just shout it out. It's okay. Mr. Incredible. Right, right. So every song we're going to play tonight, it's about some character, and they have a problem, and they solve it in the music. They describe their problem, they figure out what to do about it in the music. So what's his problem? He doesn't like his life. He wants to be a superhero, and he's got to work in this insurance company, and he is not happy. So, and he's gained weight, and he's not happy at his home life. So what you're going to see is a video about him figuring out how to solve his problem. He's got to go start doing superhero work again. He's got to defeat the evil machine, and he's got to lose weight, and he takes care of all that in this next tune. So here we are with The Incredibles. All right, so that was The Incredibles. I want to tell you how this show came to be. It started where I would ask my family and my kids to come see our big band concert. And my kids were young, and they'd say, "Dad, we don't want to go see your big band concert." I said, "Why not? It's great, it's fantastic." And they'd say, "Well, we don't know any of those songs that you're playing, and you guys just sit there. You need to dance around or something, or there has to be some kind of movement." So this show was the answer to that. So we picked songs that hopefully all the kids would know, and we have some movement. It's not us, but it's the screen. So that should solve both those problems. So who are these people? Anna and Elsa. And who has the problem here? Elsa has the problem. Very good. And what's her problem? Her magical power. That's exactly right. So she has this magical power. She turns everything she touches into ice, and she feels she has to hide out. But suddenly she realizes that she can just let go. She doesn't have to be afraid of her powers. And so in this tune, I want you to listen for Ed playing this incredible high trumpet, and I want you to listen for Wendy on keyboard. She's playing the part where she builds this fantastic ice castle. And here is Let It Go. Wow. So I am really honored to get to play in this band. This band attracts the best players in the whole Bay Area. And I'm just really just amazed to hear such great playing. This is world-class playing that you're hearing right now. So, who are these people? I mean, animals. They feel like people to me. I don't know. Who are they? Shout it out. Simba and Nala, right. And Simba has a problem in that he's kind of a young lion, and he wants to be a king. He wants to be grown up already, and he thinks he's old enough to handle it, but he's not really. But this is him singing about how he just can't wait to be king. All right. That was Dave Brigham on trumpet, wearing the hat. And myself trying to have a little conversation there during that one. Okay, I think Simba solved this problem. I just want to say that this is a show for kids. It's all about kids. It's all about getting them excited about playing in a band, that you know that you too can play in a band like this. And at the end of the show, if any kid or adult wants to come up and talk to musicians, touch the instruments, see what they are, see what they sound like, we'd be happy to demonstrate any one of them. So if there's an instrument that you hear tonight that you kind of like the sound of or you kind of think is cool, then come on up and talk to one of us and you'll get to experience it a little closer. So who is this guy? The Grinch, right? And what's his problem?
He's the Grinch.
Yeah. He's kind of, everyone thinks that he's mean, but is he really mean? Yeah, well, actually, yeah, he is mean. But it's only because he was shunned and ridiculed as a youngster in school, and that's how he became an outcast. And when people are kind to him, he actually became nice. And so that's what happens. His heart's 3 sizes too small, and it grows. So this is about the Grinch. And in this tune, listen to Jason E-Bone on the bass trombone, and that's a cool part. And we're also going to have a trombone solo, a plunger solo. It's the thing that you use for a toilet, but we use it on a trombone.
No, not the same one.
All right. So this is called You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Okay, who knows these two? Shout them out. Who are they? Roger. There he is, Aladdin. He is a diamond in the rough. Yes. Okay. Okay, so Aladdin has a problem. What's his problem? He has a couple of problems, but who knows his problem? Well, he's kind of poor and he's in love with the princess, and those two usually don't mix. The genie has a problem too. What's his problem? He doesn't want to be a genie anymore. He wants his freedom. He's got those gold armbands that keep him from being a free genie. So in this, however, the problem that you're going to hear about here is where Aladdin gets stuck in the Cave of Wonders, and he needs to escape, and he discovers the genie there, and the genie says, hey, you've never had a friend like me. I could really help you. So that's what this is. This is a friend like me. All right, that was Friend Like Me. You never had one. Okay, we heard a couple of soloists on that one. That was Eric Rayburn playing a fine tenor sax solo. Jeff Zayas on trumpet. Show us who you are. There you I played, and Tetsuya Masuishi on guitar. There he is in the back. Thank you. Great playing. Okay, who is this? This is kind of reaching back in the Disney archives. This is King Louie. This is the monkey that wants to be like a man. He wants the secret of man's fire. So he asks Mowgli, hey, show me the secret. How do you make fire? Because he thinks that's the secret to being man. But his problem is he's just unhappy being who he is. So this is called the Monkey Song, and it's from the Jungle Book, and the song is, I Wanna Be Like You. All right, who did we hear from on that? With Scott on baritone sax, Pete Froberg on trumpet, Keith Hunter on bone. There he goes. Batman. All right. Who is this? Shrek. Yes, this is Shrek. So what's his problem? He's an ogre. Yes, he's an ogre. And he thinks he's never going to find love. He thinks no one will ever love him, especially the princess, because he's an ogre. But by the end of the movie, he is a believer because he saw her face. All right, so this is I'm a Believer from Shrek. We're going to bring up Juliet. Juliet, our fantastic vocalist. All right, she's gonna sing I'm a Believer. Here we go.
Check. There we go. I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. The more I gave, the less I got, oh yeah. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
All right, thank you, Juliet.
Hold on. You didn't just see that. That wasn't. It's foreshadowing.
All right, who remembers who these are? Woody, yeah, I hear Woody. And Jesse, that's right. Woody and Jesse. Okay, so Jesse is very sad. Why is she sad? Does anyone remember the movie? Why is she so sad? Well, this is actually one of the very, very emotional scenes in all of TV, all of cartoon movie making. She's sad because she used to be a loved toy, and then her human who would play with her all the time grew up and got interested in other things. And she doesn't want to, she's afraid that Woody's Woody's friend will stop playing with him, and so she's explaining what happened to her. So our very, very talented guitar player, Tetsuya, wrote this arrangement. And because I asked him to, because I said, this is very emotional, and we need a tune that will slow things down. And he just, in a couple hours, he wrote this chart. So it's really quite amazing. So This is called When She Loved Me. It's from Toy Story 2. And it's a ballad. Here we go. know who she is. Ariel. Who's her friend? Who's reading the book with her? Flounder. That's right. That's Flounder. And what is she trying to work out? What's her problem? Well, she's in love with a human, and she's a mermaid. And she doesn't quite know how to figure that out. So she thinks she wants to go up and not live in the sea anymore and leave her home and all her friends and family. But this fellow here, what's his name? Sebastian. Sebastian. Okay, so Sebastian says to her, hey, you don't want to leave the sea. The sea's fantastic. Under the sea is great. So he's trying to convince her to stay under the sea. All right? And this is another arrangement by Tetsuya called Under the Sea. Okay, that was Aladdin. Roger playing We Are the World. Tetsuya threw another melody in there. That's pretty clever. All right, this is one of my favorites because Ed is playing his terrific high stuff again. So who is this? Beauty and the Beast, that's right. So, so tell me, what's the Beast's problem? He's got a problem. What happened? He's a beast. We have a very smart kid there. Okay, yeah, he's a beast. He was unkind as a young prince, and so a witch made him into a beast. And his problem is he's got to get someone to fall in love with him for who he is, not for how he looks. So this is that story. All right. So this is Beauty and the Beast, featuring Ed. Listen to Ed on trumpet there. Amazing. Yeah, let's give him a hand. He makes me want to play trumpet instead of sax, frankly. Okay. Who are these characters? Woody and Buzz, yes. So this is Toy Story 1, and Woody has a problem. His problem is that Andy likes playing with his new space toy more than he likes playing with Woody, and so Woody gets very jealous. And in a lapse of judgment, he does something which causes Buzz to get separated from the home, and then he spends the rest of the movie trying to bring Buzz back. And this is the scene where he's trying to get Buzz back. So here it is, Woody and Buzz. So he realizes that he really does have a friend, that Buzz is really his friend, and that by the end of the movie, they're really good friends. So this is a tune called You've Got a Friend in Me, and we have Juliet singing, and we're gonna play a little duet with this, right? Yeah. Okay, all right, You've Got a Friend in Me.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Son, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. Some folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, maybe, but none of them have ever loved you the way that I do, just me and you, you just remember what your old pal said. Son, you got a friend in me. We'll stick together, we can see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Yeah.
All right, Juliet, thank you for reuniting Woody and Buzz. Now, this is our final tune. Who is this fellow? Hercules. It's young Hercules. It's when he's still skinny and hasn't worked out a lot. His problem is that he's kind of an outcast. No one wants to play with him. He destroys everything he touches because he doesn't know his strength. And he wants to go the distance. He wants to really prove who he is. And he feels out of place being on Earth because he is half immortal. So he works out, gets big, meets his friend Phil and his horse. What's the horse's name? Pegasus, thank you. And he becomes the hero that he is determined to become. So this is another one where Ed does his magic, and I hope you enjoy this. Go the Distance. All right. So that was our last tune. I want to introduce the band. So in our rhythm section, Mr. Incredible himself, Carlos Almeida, holding it all together. Thank you. On guitar, who arranged a lot of the tunes you heard tonight, Tetsuya Masuishi. On bass, that big bass, Roger Dahlberg. And keyboards, indispensable, Wendy McBain. Saxes, Scott Hannon on baritone. Dana Tucker, let me plug her store. She owns West Valley Music on Castro Street in Mountain View. If you have instrument needs, she will help you out. Tell her you saw the show. Eric Rayburn on tenor sax. Yeah. Ryan Proch, tenor sax. Okay, Andrew Hill on trombone. Keith Hunter, trombone. Ken Rydeen. And on the big bass bone, Jason Kneebone. That is his name, Kneebone. On trumpet, Dave Brigham. Pete Froberg. Jeff Zayas. And Aladdin, Roger Levinson. And the leader of our band, the fantastic, incredible Ed Morrison. Thank you.
Did you get everybody? Did you introduce yourself?
Oh,
Martin Rossum.
I'm Martin Rossum. Thank you.
I'm
Martin.
going to introduce Martin. He has put so much work into this. Oh, Juliet. Juliet! And I think he's done just a wonderful job merging what you know and what we can do into something that is just a wonderful thing. Martin, an amazing player. Thank you very much. Martin Rossum.
Ed, you want to say something?
I'm not done. First of all, I want to thank Pastor Don for allowing us to rehearse here for well over 25 years. Don, you're awesome. It's unheard of to be blessed in the way you've blessed us, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So it's all we can do, at least to give back a little bit like this, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Thank you. Thank you. Did you guys all get flyers, posters for our concert next week? If you didn't, back by the back door, there should be some flyers for a concert we're doing next week. It's going to be 2 big bands. And my band's going to be playing all music from the great Maynard Ferguson. The other band will be doing music from Buddy Rich. So it's going to be an exciting concert. So pick up a flyer. I want to give a special thanks to, for the last 18 years, our piano player, Wendy, has been a part of the group. Well, she's retiring and moving to Colorado at the end of May. So this is probably her last gig with us. Wendy, thank you so much. It's been a joy working with you, and we wish you the best in your retirement. So thank you. We love you, and Godspeed. So thank you all. Take care. God bless, and we'll see you down the road somewhere.
Oh,
A touch of brass.
one last thing. We're going to hang out here for a couple of minutes. If any kids want to come up or adults want to come up and see the instruments and touch them, maybe play a couple notes if we can work that out, this is your chance to be part of this kind of thing. So come on up. We'll be happy to talk to you. It's really our honor to play for you. Thank you.